My experience from beginning to end was excellent. Your salesperson, Zach, he came out, he was direct, he was informative, and everything he said came true right to the day that they said they were coming. They were here as punctual as he said. They took exactly the same amount of time as he said, and they completed the job within the day, really. They cleaned up everything after themselves. They were so polite and worked in the worst heat. They didn't complain. They didn't ask for anything. They did their job. They got it done. Everything as promised went according to plan. Right on target. And the price, we priced several places. The price was not high, and the service and guarantee we got was terrific. And anytime I picked up the phone to ask a question, Zach either picked up immediately or called me back within 5 minutes. So I can't say enough good things about your fencing company. It improved our landscaping so much. We took down a white vinyl fence and we put up the natural wood. It looks great. I have to say, when we went out to check it, when they were all done and we went around, it is very, very sturdy. The gates are reinforced. Even the latch, I could do it easily, even with operative fingers. It's open.
Hey, let's take a look into Joan's project. Here we are. These is an example of what you're going to get when you come out. So you can see these are notes taken on site by our estimator. These are the types of documentation that you would see at an estimate. So we'll get lots of detail, even video in many cases, about exactly what needs to happen on a site so that we can review it later. We'll then come in and do detailed markups of how that layout should be put on so that you can see exactly what yours could have. If you have a survey, this would be an example of what we did in the field. The other photo is an example of how that was overlaid onto Joan's survey. And then, of course, when we arrive from the moment we come in, we have all of the photos that have taken place from the beginning of the job up to, it was raining pretty heavily the day they did this job. And so they had to come back the next day. And you can see this is a modern horizontal fence, which was done at Joan's house. Looks great. These are done all in a jig at the shop in order to make sure that they are perfectly straight and uniform, and that we don't have issues with fence quality. We have super high quality as compared to building in the field, unless you're on a high slant. And so this would be an example of a modern horizontal fence. These are done in 6-foot sections as opposed to 8-foot sections.